What's up, guys? This is Tristan here, and I'm sick of living in a culture where we celebrate those who live with a victim complex, and we glorify the weak while resenting the strong. We call sad stories inspirational. It's considered beautiful when a fat girl covered in scars uploads a half-naked photo to Facebook of herself crying with one arm elbow deep in a bucket of mayonnaise. But if a girl with a half-decent body and a pretty face uploads a picture of herself smiling through her pearly whites with the sunshine bouncing off a nice pair of titties at the beach, everyone calls her a slut. Everyone says she's self-absorbed, she's probably arrogant. And if the weird suicidal guy with obscure tattoos and piercings says he shouldn't be judged for being different, everyone applauds him. But if the captain of the football team says, "Hey, could you stop spreading rumors about me just because I'm different and I stand out on the field?" everyone's going to say, "Oh, you're a jock, you're arrogant. You're probably on roids anyway," and they're going to throw anything they can at him, and it's a sign of weakness. It's easy to show love to the weak because nobody feels confronted by the weak. Nobody feels like they're really giving that much by giving love to the weak. Sure, you might be getting praise, but they're just a novelty. They're cute. They're like a pug dog. Sure, they sell, but they're just a novelty. You shouldn't look up to the novelty. You don't want to be that. You want to be the one that people respect and feel confronted by. You want to have that presence when you enter the room. It's like people who don't have their shit together are banding together and calling themselves winners. Life's turning into a contest of who can lose the hardest. Even the heroes in our cartoons and movies, they're becoming losers instead of badasses. You know why? Because it's easy for people to relate to that. Everyone's got an inner loser inside of them. Everyone's got that little voice in their head that says they're a loser, but not everybody's got a winner inside of them. Everyone can relate to loss, not feeling good enough, being judged by others, and feeling bad. That's easy, because that's part of life. That's guaranteed for everybody. But we're slowly starting to lose an appreciation for awesomeness, because not everybody has that inner winner. Not everybody knows what it's like to stop living life the way they're told to, stop listening to negativity and stand out with something strong. It's easier to love Spider-Man nowadays instead of Wolverine, because everybody has felt inadequate and lost the girl. But it seems not everybody can really relate to a badass wolf man who doesn't afraid of anything and tears shit up. Me, I want to try and relate to the badass. It's easy to love the underdog, who we can relate to because most of us don't know what winning feels like. I'm out to appeal to my inner winner. I don't want to be Spider-Man. I don't want to be Peter Parker. I love him, but I don't want to relate to the one who got bitten by a spider and became a hero by accident. I want to be Iron Man. I want to be Tony Stark. I want to be hated by the public who are confronted by my confidence and my brilliance and call me arrogant while I'm flying around fucking motherfuckers up, fucking bitches in my kick-ass suit of armor that I made myself. You know? I'd rather look up to winners. This is kind of what's kind of causing people to live in a world full of sheep. It starts on early in school. We start giving kids participation medals and telling them they're all special. I used to feel insulted. A participation medal was like saying, "Hey, you didn't do anything cool, but you exist and you're breathing and you're in the right time and place." Calling everyone special was the same as saying nobody was special to me. Then people would judge me for saying I wanted to win, or judge me because I was saying that I was proud when I won. It's pretty funny to see how the fat, weak, ugly people and those who are sort of downtrodden in society will tell you not to judge anybody and accept everybody. But they're the first to tell a hot girl that she's anorexic or she's a slut. Or say that a guy with a good-looking body probably has a small dick or ego problems. It's become cool to hate skinny girls and bodybuilders who work for what they have. But apparently the fat ladies in the Dove commercial, apparently they're awesome. Apparently they're the awesome, inspirational ones now. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. More people, can relate to the biggest loser than they can to professional sports, because fuck the people who worked hard all their life to do something amazing with themselves. No, you're a loser, you can't relate to that. You can relate to the fat guy. The X Factor fan favorites aren't even the talented ones anymore. It's the ones with the coolest sad story. You can eat Nutella all you want. You can eat it by the jar. You can celebrate your complacency while crying to episodes of Oprah all you want. But if you don't believe in judgment, keep your mouth shut about those who have something you don't. It's getting really bad, and I cannot take the double standard when it comes to how people are so quick to glorify disabled individuals, women, minorities, or anyone who's at a disadvantage. We're all for telling them to be proud and telling them to take pride in who they are. But no, you're not allowed to take pride in being a male. You're not allowed to take pride in being, you can't say you're proud of being white. You can't say you're proud of being a winner. The same people who wanted fat people to be proud start talking about how winners are show-offs, how they're arrogant, or when these people end up on the covers of magazines, they say it's causing self-esteem issues for people. The only issue with self-esteem is that people think that you deserve it for nothing. No, it's earned. It's misleading to say that everyone deserves to feel confident and full of self-esteem. No, that's misleading. You can fake it, you can pretend you're happy, but unless you're actually earning it, unless you're achieving it, when you're alone, you know it's fake. It's not 100% real. Confidence is earned. Unless you have something to be proud of, then you probably won't have much self-esteem. And no, this isn't society's fault. This isn't the magazine's fault. This is fucking nature. This is how things work. You're not a special little snowflake that's just supposed to feel pretty and unique and beautiful. No, you don't get participation medals in real life. You don't win points just for breathing and existing. You don't get laid for cheering the hardest while you're sitting on the bench. You don't see groupies lining up for bands that have the most self-belief. It's about kicking ass. Earn those points or just be content with the idea that you aren't that special. And, you know, just learn to appreciate those who do win. Because appreciating greatness allows part of that greatness to become your own. And it's going to inspire you. Very few people are actually born special, and you'd know if you're one of them. So either accept that you're not that special or go out and make yourself into something special. Sometimes you need a bit of self-belief to make that happen, but don't mix that up with real self-esteem. You've got to have a bit of belief and then you earn that confidence. I'm okay with people feeling proud. And yes, you can choose what you think is worth being proud of, but if you're not really doing anything, I don't really think that you should be that proud. You can disagree, but yeah, I'm entitled to that, and I'm pretty firm in that belief. People are just starting to call, you know, people who are confident arrogant, say they don't have any modesty. But to me, modesty is just self-censorship. Sure, it stops people from just being plain self-absorbed wankers, but most of the time modesty is put in place so that inferiors don't feel confronted. Ever notice how the best athletes in the winning team in sports aren't allowed to say, fuck yeah, I kicked ass today. Yeah, we crushed the other team. We were fucking awesome. No, they're not allowed to say that. They have to talk about how proud they are of the losing team. We know they're the best. They know they're the best. They're the ones who worked hard to get there. They're the ones who are actually winning. They know they're winning, but they're not even allowed to say it. Because otherwise a bunch of couch potatoes are going to sit back and go, hey, this guy's not modest at all. I don't like him. And then they call him the bad guy. Now, fuck that. Usain Bolt is allowed to be cocky. He's allowed to... It's not even cockiness. The dude just knows he wins. He wins. Sorry. If it hurts you to know that he wins, that's your fault. And so me... I'm going to say this, and this is the kind of thing that not a lot of people are allowed to say. But hey, don't call me the bad guy. I'm proud of being a tall, athletic, mostly white male with a gifted IQ and a huge penis. I'm proud that I don't have any sort of self-harm issues. I'm proud that I don't have an eating disorder. I'm proud that I handle my shit. And sorry if you live defined by an inferiority complex and you feel confronted by that confidence. You can enjoy your obesity and your mediocrity all you want, but I'm allowed to feel proud that I can actually fucking win at things. Catch you, cunts.